Oh yeah, we said we were gonna check the dark scroll, didn't we? Good morning everyone and welcome to year 7 chapter 34. I remembered the chapter number this time. In the last chapter, the Shiratori just kind of got dragged off, which is kind of sad. And then we said we were gonna check on the dark scroll. And it's because we said we will go to check on the dark scroll that I think that something very bad is about to happen. I once again overslept today and I just woke up and I don't know if my brain is fully awake yet. Ravenclaw is the best house. No offense meant to the other houses, of course. How is that not offensive? Today, please stop telling me about the time you had dragonpox. I'm trying to eat. So anyway, my dragonpox looked so bad it took weeks for the pockmarks and greenish hue to fade. Tulip, stop, buddy. I'll try to eat. There you are, Sarai. How's your talk with Professor Dumbledore? Oh yeah, we talked with Dumbledore too. Wait, did we see Shiratori? Was it after talking to Dumbledore or before talking to Dumbledore? I forgot. I've been too caught up with Pokemon. He's concerned about the fact that R seems to follow me wherever I go. It's too late to be concerned now. I told him that R is trying to find the dark scroll. He believed me right away as if he already suspected it. Oh yeah, I told him. Dumbledore also seemed to know that I am not telling him everything, like how R wants me to lead them one day. I still don't understand why exactly we're keeping that a secret. I think we should tell that to someone. We need help. But if anyone found out that R wants you to lead them, suspicion would start to fall on you. Oh god. Throat hurts. You have to keep that part a secret until we know exactly what it means. What happened next? Dumbledore sent me to the ministry after that. I'm going to help Mad Eye on an oral assignment. Really? That sounds exciting and dangerous. Something I am not at all interested in. That's not the half of it. Later on, Mad Eye and I went to see Shiratori, where he's being held in the ministry. Shiratori said he wants to make a deal. He'll help us locate members of R in exchange for a lighter sentence. The thing is, he's not even asking for the removal of his sentence, just a lighter one, which I think is more reasonable than not. Blimey, that's incredible. Do you think he's telling the truth? I don't know if he's telling the truth about cooperating, but he did seem quite afraid of the Dementors in Azkaban. I can't wait to go to Azkaban. I want to cry when I see Rakepick. It would be nice to just get all the crying out of the way. I'd be terrified of Dementors too if I had just been condemned to a lifetime sentence in that terrible place. You see why Azkaban is a no-no square? Mad Eye is running Shiratori's request up the chain of command. We'll find out what they'll decide soon enough. But for the meantime, he has to stay in Azkaban, which is very sad. For now, I promised him that I'd check to make sure the dark scroll is safe and secure. Don't worry about that, Sarai. I've hidden the scroll somewhere. R will never find it. It's terrible. There is just this tiny event going on. You're the first person. Improve Victor's reputation, and I haven't done it. And I'm just why? Why should I improve his reputation? It's not like I don't like Victor. I'm neutral towards him. Why do I need to improve his reputation? What's wrong, Victor? My coffin, it's gone missing. Oh no, this is a disaster. We have to find that coffin. Why is it a disaster? Right, if I don't have a coffin, I'll have nowhere to sleep. Maybe we can help you find it, Victor. Then you'll get your bed back. No, Sarai, you don't understand that. That's why I hid the scroll in Victor's coffin. What? You were poking around in my coffin and you put a scroll in there? What sort of scroll? Nah, I'm not saying anything. It's a list of tips and tricks of vampires to keep their hair looking its best. Yes, we thought you could make use of it, your hair being so lustrous and all. I'm not saying anything. Is that so? You know, for vampires like me, it can be quite difficult for our hair to maintain its original shine. It is? We should find that scroll right away. I want to see that list of hair care tips for myself. We'll just make up some hair care tips and give it to him later. But to do that, we need to find my missing coffin. We'll help you. No one should have to go without a coffin. I mean, that's true. Tell us exactly what happened, Victor. Start from the last time you saw a coffin to now. Start from the beginning. I remember the first time I saw my coffin. It's such rich mahogany. It was beautiful. Not that beginning. Tulip is still talking about her dragon pox. Oh my god, poor Badia. Please, Tulip, no more. I'm losing my appetite hearing about your dragon pox. Do you know it's rude to just go around poking in someone else's coffin? Sorry. It's all my fault. Okay, no, calm down, my boy. In the future, if you have a scroll you want to share, just hand it to me in person. We're sorry, Victor, it won't happen again. What if they have gotten a hold of the scroll? But how could they have even known about it? Let's not jump to conclusions, Corey. What's important is that we find Victor's coffin as soon as possible. Sorry I couldn't help but overhearing. I saw Peeves snooping around her coffin earlier. It seemed a bit odd. Sounds like we need to have a talk with Peeves. Ah, boy, Peeves. Yes, and I'm coming along. This is my coffin after all. If Peeves is your friend, will Peeves listen to you? Right? Peeves listens to you, right? Okay, Peeves. I just wish I didn't have to talk to Peeves. Andres said he saw Peeves poking around your coffin. He might know something about what happened to it. But actually, getting Peeves to talk to us might not be easy. Let me try something. Oi, Peeves, show yourself. Your old pal Victor wants to talk to you. Alright. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. You talk to Peeves. I don't want to talk to Peeves. What do you want? Don't you have a party to go to or something? Don't be like that, Peeves. We're still friends, aren't we? That's what I thought, but then you became a vampire and now you have no time for silly old Peeves. Oh no. And you, Sarai Silvers, you were a lot more fun when you were a 5th year. You mean the most awful year of my life? Now look at you, grown up and boring like every older student gets eventually. I'm literally this close to dying every day. Boring? I'm not boring. I can still make mischief if I need to. Ridiculous, you don't even remember the first thing about causing chaos. I imagine you couldn't name one thing you've done lately that could possibly impress me. I have faked Scrofungulus. That's funny. My friends and I deleted an entire Vision Combat trial by faking a case of Scrofungulus. You disrupted the business of Ministry of Magic. This is a grave offense, Rahi. How brilliant! I wish I could have seen those stuffy officials fleeing the courtroom myself. That was kind of funny. Perhaps I misjudged you, Sarai Silvers. You still have a gift for causing chaos after all. Yeah, this is what I mean when I say my brain isn't computed in my mouth yet. Peeves, Victor's coffin has gone missing. Do you know what happened to it? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Here we go again. See, this is why you should come off it, Peeves. We both know you were pointing around my coffin. You come off it. It was just a little joke. So you do know what happened to my coffin. Okay, here we go. No games, Peeves. You need to find that coffin or everyone's gonna die. Try to question me all you like. I have all the time in the world. See, that's the problem with Peeves. He does in fact have all the time in the world. We do not. Oh, Victor thinks he's too good for me just because he's a popular vampire. That's not true. No, look, I do like friendships. And I do like friendships. Victor and Peeves, you guys should stay friends. Victor, go spend time with Peeves. Like, he actually listens to you unlike most people. Victor, go spend time with Peeves. Now that you're Mr. Popular Vampire, we never spend time together anymore. Go. That's sad. I'm sorry, Peeves. I never meant to make you feel neglected. I just thought if you brought your coffin into my room, we could have a sleepover just like the old days. You could have just talked to me, Peeves. You can still have fun together no matter how popular I am now. Yeah! Yeah, wholesome friends. Wait, did you say we earlier? Who helped you move Victor's coffin? Fred and George Weasley, of course. Who else? If anyone has the gift for mischief, it's those two. They agreed to help me nick your coffin and bring it here, but they never showed up. Fred and George, I should have known. We need to track them down next and ask where they hid the coffin. We should split up. You pay a visit to Fred, I look for George. It'll be a knock against our popularity to be seen speaking with the second year, but should be worth it. Hey, well, why is it bad to not speak to a second? Okay, never mind. Thank you for making such a great sacrifice. Of course, Rai, I'll do anything to get my coffin back. Then it's decided. Let's go track down the Weasley twins. Okay, and you, please, for the love of God, in the future, spend time with Peeves. This is very sad. Like, Peeves isn't even being like an asshole on purpose here. He just wants time with his friend, which is very wholesome. And this is probably the nicest we'll see Peeves being. What the hell is going on here? You know, Peeves, what's he like? Is he dangerous? Huh? Tell us again, Fred. Tell us how you stole the coffin. Wait, how is this story so funny? Wow, Fred, you're amazing. You stole from a vampire. I don't know what's so interesting about it, but sure. And aren't Fred and George always together? Like, why aren't they telling the story as a pair? And Victor still doesn't know where his coffin is. Okay, can you return it now? It's beginning to worry me. Hello there, Fred. I've come to talk to you about a coffin. Ooh, someone's in trouble. Which is not that far off considering I am head girl. No one's in trouble. I just need a word with Fred. Get down here. You silly boy. Peeves told me that you and George helped steal Victor's coffin. Oh, come on, Sai. It's just a bit of fun. Victor's gotten a big head since becoming a vampire. He needed to be taken down a peg with the good prank. Don't you agree? No. Absolutely not. I absolutely do not agree. No matter how popular someone becomes, that's no call to steal their belongings. I'm sorry, dude. Victor needs that coffin to sleep. How would you like it to someone stole your bed when you weren't looking? Very sad. I didn't clean up before I started recording. I'm not doing that. I'd probably find it hilarious, but I take your point. Look, I can't explain the details, but it's very important we find that coffin. Don't worry, Sarai. Victor will get his coffin back just as soon as the prank is complete. Allow me to explain our brilliant plan. Huh? You still gonna do more? By the way, that first person update isn't good for anyone except artists, because it's going to allow us to get good backgrounds. Victor finding the coffin is all part of the prank. Huh? I need to know where you hid that coffin, Fred. I think he's going to tell us eventually. I know you don't like the idea of this prank, but I think you'll still enjoy it. I just don't like pranks in general. Why is that 7th year so interested in Victor's coffin? You know, it's not that far off because I am head girl, but Fred and George have hidden the coffin somewhere in this courtyard. I think it will be very easily visible if it was. Fred's so brave. He's talking with the 7th year like it's nothing. That's brave. I mean, yeah, sure, but Fred is my friend. He is my small friend. So you see, giving the coffin back to Victor is all part of the prank. I would tell you what happens when Victor opens his coffin, but that would spoil the surprise. I don't suppose there's any way I could talk you out of this ridiculous prank. I'm afraid not, Sarai. George and I are especially proud of this one. Yeah. Fair enough, as soon as you can get the scroll back. But you can help speed things up by leading Victor to where we've hidden the coffin. You want me to help you with the prank? Think about this in expediting the process, Sarai. You will be helping end the prank as quickly as possible. I can't believe I'm taking orders from a second year. Your help is greatly appreciated, Sarai. Just lure Victor down to the kitchens when you see him next. So that's where you hid the coffin, the kitchens. Isn't it ingenious? Victor never goes to the kitchens. Just make sure he gets there. George and I will do the rest. Fair enough, but it's good to know that the coffin is in the kitchens. What are you going to prank him with? What's the prank? Better go find Victor and Cody and tell them where Victor's coffin is. You have to get the dark scroll back. I came as soon as you called, Sarai. Let's find that scroll. Please, not so loudly. Get this blasted coffin out of the kitchens. There's little room here enough. There's little enough room in here as is. Sorry. Oh my god. What are you people doing? Just don't give us away. I am concerned. Sarai, you were right. My coffin is down here. Are you alright, my precious one? Have they tampered with you? It looks relatively intact. I need to find out whether all my belongings are safe, including the scroll of haircut types for vampires you mentioned earlier. I'll just do a quick check to make sure everything's in place before we can move my coffin back to where it belongs. Sure, go ahead. Be my guest, Victor. Go ahead and check your coffin. I am curious to find out what will happen. What is the prank inside his coffin? Wait, what was that? Feathers? Oh, glitter bomb! So your prank was turning him into a Twilight vampire? What is this? It appears to be glitter. Looks like you walked right into a glitter bomb. Glitter? I'm sparkling? I'm not meant to sparkle. I'm not meant to sparkle like a Twilight vampire. Though perhaps it's not so bad. It really draws the eye. The thing about glitter is that once it gets on, it never ever gets off. And now you have your coffin back, but I'm concerned about how much glitter there is on you. It looks really pretty, but I am concerned. Yes, let's check the contents to make sure everything's in order. Is the scroll there? You might want to take like 3 showers after this. Pitts is just over there like, all done then? Good, now get this coffin out of Pitts' kitchen. At least Victor will get his coffin back after this. I admit it, Sarai, I was not expecting a glitter bomb. It doesn't even look that bad, honestly. The glitter should watch up easily. I think it better. I'd be pretty mad if I was hit by a glitter bomb. No harm meant, Victor. It's just a bit of fun. I think he's just glad to have his coffin back. I don't see the dark scroll yet, but there's a lot of here. No, there it is. You dumbass. It's right over there. Perhaps I've been taking myself too seriously lately. So you're okay with this whole glitter bomb thing? Just make sure you take like 3 showers. There's an awful lot of hair products in here. Okay, so the hair care tip excuse wasn't that far off. Victor stored a lot more stuff here than I expected. And of course, Tulip is so proud of them. Victor, you should have seen the look on your face. Okay, at this point, he's just poker facing. I'm more sparkly than I intended to be today with him. Otherwise, I'm alright. Okay, so he's very chill about it, thankfully. Well played, Weasley twins. I'll have to think of a way to prank you back. Yeah, Victor is surprisingly chill about this, which I'm very happy about. So, well, bottom line is that everything is fine. He got his coffin back, and we better take that half the dark scroll. Thank goodness everything is still inside, including the scroll you mentioned. What are you looking at? No, don't look at it too closely. This doesn't look like a scroll for a vampire haircare tips. I'll take that. I just need to make sure it's really worth your time. Suit yourself, Sarai. I'm just glad to have my coffin back. Thank you so much for helping me. But I have to ask, did you know about Fred and George's prank? Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, Fred told me about it when we let you know where your coffin was. I never thought it was a good idea, but Fred insisted. I couldn't convince him to call it off. Oh, I see. I'm sorry for misleading you, Victor. I didn't think it was a good idea for Fred and George to steal your coffin. No, it wasn't. I know that I've changed since becoming a vampire. I'm way more popular now, if you haven't noticed. Yes, I have. I didn't notice that. I did notice that. But I shouldn't have lost sight of the person I was before. Even Peeves felt like he didn't know me anymore. I can't promise not to be beautiful and popular, but I try not to forget that it wasn't always this way. Yeah! That's a fun Victor. Corey and I will help you return your coffin to its proper place. I appreciate that, Sarahi. I wonder if Beatrice will think my sparkles are cool. You know, I'm perfectly fine with you being friends with Beatrice. Let's just hope that Beatrice doesn't think you're very cool at all. Because I'm perfectly fine with Beatrice making more friends. So we found our thing, okay? That's the bottom line. We got the dark scroll back. Now we just need to determine a new hiding place for it. Let's set up a meeting with Jacob so we can discuss the possibilities. Okay. Now can I take it direct pick in Adelaide? Oh, we're going to the lakeshore. That means we're going to use the Jacob on demand system. But isn't he hiding with the Weasleys? In that case, how would he know when we cast Orbilius? How would he know? How will he know when we cast Orbilius? This is the place that I've summoned Jacob in the past. Summoned, yeah. But like I said, Jacob on demand system. It's just like the Cone Machine Persimmon spoke. Who am I kidding, Sly? I don't even deserve to be here. Thanks to me, we almost lost the dark scroll. No, it's fine. Don't be so down on yourself, Corey. There's no way you could have known someone would steal Victor's coffin. I thought I was being so clever at that no one would think to look there. And no one did, but there's no accounting for pranksters like Fred and George. Yeah. That's why we need to discuss a new place to hide the scroll. Somewhere mishaps like this won't happen again. From a game standpoint, can Jacob keep it? Because he is hiding with the Weasleys and everything. Okay, Orbilius. Jacob on demand system. Time to be used again. That line made no sense. My brain still is. I've been recording for 27 minutes and my brain still doesn't work. Orbilius. Where were you where you saw this from and you decided you just... Yeah, exactly. Jacob on demand system. You're not actually with the Weasleys. Where are you? Hey there, Pip. I trust that the dark scroll is safe and sound. Yep, safe and sound. But we've run into some complications. We need to determine a new place to hide it. I see. It won't be easy to think of a safer place than Hogwarts. We may need to think about this a bit. Where would a safe place for us to hide the dark scroll be? Honestly, you take it, Jacob. Why don't you take the dark scroll, Jacob? I can't think of any safer place. It's true, every other place you could think of could be infiltrated by agents so far. Of course, that would make you a target. You'd be in danger. Good point, I forgot about that. Maybe it's not a good idea after all. Don't worry about that, Pip. I can't remember not being prime target of ours. I'll take the scroll for now and keep it safe at the burrow. We can find a more permanent place for it later. But before I go, I think we should take this opportunity to get a closer look at it. And again, Sahi and Jacob can read Japanese. They would be able to translate it. It's true, despite the effort we put into hiding the scroll, we haven't had a chance to study it in detail. We know it's a recipe for a powerful mind-enhancing potion, but that's about it. There's no time like the present. Let's examine the scroll now and see what we can learn. Should we really be doing this at the lakeshore though? Also, can at the very least we sit down or something? Read riddle? The legacy in one of it, those that see all while lying in wait. Are there translations written on this? Are there translations written in the scroll, or can we actually read Japanese? Each ingredient is represented in the form of a riddle. According to legend, the scroll lists the ingredients for a powerful potion. Yes, we know that. The other half of the dark scroll is out there somewhere. We know that also. If only we had the second half of the scroll as well. We are still looking. The first ingredient is the dragon claw. That much I figured out on my own. What was the clue for that? I'm convinced that Darasaki's potion enhances the mind in some way. Yes, we know that already. Among the many legends Kori has told me about, this one happens to be true. It's in remarkably good shape for something so old. Maybe because it was protected for so long? The Black Lake music reminds me of music in the mines in Shrek 2 Team Action. If anyone else knows that game, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, so what do we do now? According to legend, Darasaki invented a mind-enhancing potion so powerful it was outlawed. But before he could be arrested, he inscribed the potion ingredients on a special scroll. The Dark Scroll, half of which we now have in our possession, meaning this legend happens to be true. The scroll lists each ingredient in the form of a riddle, and we know one of the ingredients already. A dragon claw, specifically the claw of a Chinese fireball. R is after the Dark Scroll. Their goal must be to brew the mind-enhancing potion for themselves. They may even know of the ingredients already and are looking for them as we speak. That's why we need to identify each ingredient of the Dark Scroll potion for ourselves. I don't know why we need to recognize each ingredient. I truly do not understand the plot yet. But then again, this plot is mostly nonsense, so I don't understand anything. It may be our only chance to prevent R from collecting them all. But collecting these ingredients for the mind-enhancing potion could be a good excuse for me to send Sarahi out of Hogwarts. Because I still haven't been able to put that plot anywhere. We certainly won't be able to stop them if we don't know what they're searching for. But to do that, you need to solve all of these riddles. It won't be easy. What's more, we can count each of ingredient being extremely rare and difficult to acquire. Only a witcher wizard of extraordinary character and skill would be able to find them all. You? You know who's extraordinary skill and character? The three of us and the rest of the circle Khandan too. Ah, that's sweet. Well said, Kori. Let's just hope R isn't up to the challenge. They probably are. As long as we keep the Dark Scroll safe and secret, R shouldn't even know what ingredients to look for. Exactly, and Tongs. And we still don't know what the name of that dark witch is. There you are, Sarai. I've been looking all over for you. Madam wants us back at the Ministry of Magic. Time for Aurora school assignment. I really don't want to do this. So, is that assignment in this chapter or the next chapter? Okay, so I didn't have to use as many of my brain cells in this chapter, which is good because my brain isn't even fully awake yet after the recording for 33 minutes. That was a very short chapter. In fact, it was so short that in recording it, I couldn't even wake up fully. This was more or less a filler chapter, isn't it? This is what we call a filler chapter. But well, that's the end of this chapter. That was year 7, chapter 34. Really can't say much about it other than the fact that we got the Dark Scroll back, which we thought we lost because Fred and George wanted to do a prank. And now in the next chapter, we'll have our first oral assignment. All I'm wondering about presently is when we're going to get to go to Azkaban, what are all the data mines alluding to. Until then, we won't know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or at least I hope this video was useful and gives you information about this chapter. I will see you all next week, and I'm gonna just shut off recording, edit, and then play Pokemon, probably. I got a shiny Petilil the other day, just randomly. Then I got a Sunstone immediately afterwards in a space-time distortion. I now have a shiny Lilligant. I named her Fior. It's a very cute name. Okay, bye everyone!